Time Warner Cable is pleased to be an underwriting sponsor for Carolina Week.
Coming up on the November 19th edition of Carolina Week.
I'm Monica Carper. Find out how locals are reacting to the crisis in Pakistan.
I'm Erin Franklin. Find out what you need to know for all your Turkey Day travels.
In sports, the field hockey team ends its shutout season with a national title.
Weathercaster Johnny O will have your Thanksgiving Day forecast.
All that and a real good time. Carolina Week starts right now.
From the James F. Goodman Studio in the School of Journalism and Mass Communication at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, connecting campus and community, this is Carolina Week.
Hello and welcome to the Monday edition of Carolina Week. I'm Carla Babb.
And I'm Adam Rue. Thank you for joining us. Sports reporter Sarah Moore joins us, having just returned from Maryland in the field hockey Final Four.
Now, Sarah, it was a perfect end to a flawless season.
Guys, going undefeated at any level of competition is extremely difficult. The field hockey team did it, and now the ladies are national champs. The Lady Tar Heels beat Penn State 3-0 in the national championship title game. Caitlin Falgowski, Rachel Dawson, and Danielle Forward each had a goal. The Heels had an undefeated record of 24-0. The team finished off the year with 16 shutouts, a school record. This national championship is UNC's 5th title. Carolina is one of 5 schools to win a national championship with no losses or ties during the season. What a way to finish the season. We'll have a tribute to the champs later in sports.
All right, we're looking forward to it.
Definitely. Thanks, Sarah. Many people around the world continue to be concerned by Pakistan President Pervez Musharraf's suspension of the country's constitution and the protests that move has created. Monica Carper is in our newsroom. And Monica, how did all of this begin?
Carla, it all started with Chief Justice Iftikhar Chaudhry when it became clear that the Chaudhry court was about to declare Musharraf's re-election to another five-year term unconstitutional. Musharraf suspended all uncooperative judges and the Constitution. Speak out against the government or protest in the street. In Pakistan, citizens are living without basic freedoms. Musharraf says throwing out the Constitution was necessary to secure the country. Director for the Study of Middle East and Muslim Civilizations, Carl Ernst, thinks Musharraf's motives are different from what he says.
He had to throw the lawyers and opposition politicians in jail to save the country from terrorism. The whole thing is so completely implausible. I don't think there can be any people who believe this.
But some do. UNC senior Ovais Siddiqui says Musharraf's done many good things for his native country, and he trusts his decision.
Tax money, since he's been there, has used toward many good things. You go to Karachi, there's so much construction work going on over there to make the city better.
Siddiqui moved to Burlington from Karachi, Pakistan when he was 14. His relatives and sister still live in Pakistan and support Musharraf's party. Siddiqui says even though the situation in Pakistan seems terrible to those living in the U.S., to Pakistanis, it's not that bad.
Bombing and stuff happens, all the time. So people, their mindset is amazing. They go to work.
But Ernst and much of the international community say Pakistanis shouldn't have to live with the current situation, and technology is helping bringing those issues to light. Ernst says even though Musharraf shut down all private media, people in Pakistan are still able to get unbiased information from people all over the world through the internet.
Monica, Pakistan is one of our key allies, so how is this affecting the war on terror?
The Bush administration says despite Musharraf's faults, he's still the best person to lead Pakistan.
All right, thanks. Monica Carper, live in the newsroom.
We all like our tuition dollars hard at work, but now we'll have to work harder for our tuition. UNC's Board of Trustees approved tuition increases for the majority of out-of-state students in a unanimous vote. There will be no increases in tuition for in-state undergraduate students. Out-of-state undergrads will see a little more than a $1,000 increase. Out-of-state graduate students will have to pay more than $800 more per term, and in-state graduate students will have to pay half that amount in increased tuition.
It's the season of giving, but local police are warning about fundraising fraud. Chapel Hill PD has received many complaints in the past few months about fundraisers that aren't legitimate, such as one supposedly raising funds for the police. The department urges those who are considering making charitable donations to follow these tips. If you've never heard of a charity, check with the Better Business Bureau before donating. Contact a charity directly by phone or through its website instead of making donations through an unsolicited phone call or email. And before donating, request that information about a charity be sent to you through the mail if you're suspicious.
If you're traveling for the holiday, expect lots of traffic or long lines and maybe flight delays at the airports. Aaron Franklin is at RDU, and Aaron, how many folks do airport officials expect?
Adam, last November, more than 800,000 people traveled through RDU Airport, and this year, airport authorities are expecting a lot more.
Thanksgiving is here, and that means more than 31 million people in the U.S. will be traveling this week. And for the 80% who are going by car, the trip to Grandma's house just got more expensive. The price of gas is at a record high for the month of November at more than $3 per gallon, almost $1 more than last year. And that kind of pain at the pump is too much for students like Elizabeth Weasley.
I think a lot of people will probably be staying home. I mean, I know that's definitely a factor in why we're not going anywhere this year.
The price of gas isn't the only deterrent. So is heavy traffic.
If you're on the road, be courteous, of course. Everybody's trying to get to their destination, and we want them to get there safely.
Travel agent Barbara Abbott says patience at the airport will also help ease your traveling woes.
If you're flying, just be prepared. Go with the idea that you may be delayed, but you're going to get to your destination.
Almost 5 million people will be traveling by plane for the holiday, and 300,000 of them are expected to pass through RDU Airport. We can only hope they're as prepared as Linda Whitlock.
I've learned to take it slow and easy and get there in plenty of time. I know what to expect because I travel a lot, so I have absolutely no concerns at all.
But with everything that could go wrong, many people do have concerns.
Delays, and so that's why I left early. Came on Sunday and planning on going back on Thursday, probably when everybody else is coming in or enjoying their dinner.
My biggest traveling concerns, I think, probably losing my luggage, short of being blown up mid-ocean, losing my luggage I think would be fairly large.
Airport officials say the busiest days for Thanksgiving travel will be Tuesday, November 20th, Wednesday, November 21st, and Sunday, November 25th.
All right, Aaron Franklin at what's about to be a very busy RDU. Thanks. Students flying home for Thanksgiving will have to wait, or will have to notice what seems to be never-ending construction at the airport hasn't ended. The $570 million project will triple by the size of Terminal C and should be finished by 2010. After the expansion, airport officials expect to serve as many as 2 million extra passengers every year. Changes will include expanded areas for check-in, security, and baggage, as well as new restaurants and shops. The new terminal will replace the unoccupied North Concourse.
So we focused our development plans on demolishing that concourse while it was empty and rebuilding it. So luckily, it's not impacting our passengers.
So don't worry, the construction shouldn't stop you from getting to your turkey dinner on time.
With gas prices hovering at about $3.15 a gallon, Triangle residents are finding more practical ways to get where they're going. One alternative mode of transportation is the Triangle Transit Authority bus line. The TTA line transported approximately 5,000 more people this October than in October of 2006. TTA buses drop you right on Franklin Street outside the Varsity Theater Monday through Saturday. The fare on regular routes is $2. Ever feel like you're the only driver on the road who knows how to operate a vehicle? According to a test administered by the GMAC Insurance, 1 in 6 people would most likely fail the driver's test should they have to take it today. New Yorkers did the worst on the test. Curious to see how you do? See if you know the answer to this commonly missed question. How much distance should you maintain between your vehicle and the car in front of you? Well, the answer is 2 seconds. The spotlight wasn't just on the men's basketball team during Sunday's home opener.
That's right. Coming up, find out why some folks were keeping their eyes on the stands.